Nearly started without the mic. First of all, Marco, can we get your reaction to the international recalls for Kurt Zouma and Luca Dean as well? Shows the value, I suppose, of a move to Everton.
I think it's important first to them, but of course for us as a club, it's something like more or less the same thing I told you about Richarlison the other time. Of course, it's different. It's not new for both. Lucas, since he was 19 years old, he was there. He's participating many times, but now is a recall to him is important. Show us what he's doing here is very good, helping us, and for sure the good things after come to him, to Zouma as well, and I hope to the others.
And more good news, I believe, on the injury front as well with Andre Gomez and Yerry Mina. Can you bring us up to date with how their recoveries are going?
They are doing well. Andre training with the team this week, doing well, progressing well as well. What we expected, what is my expectations about both, and Coleman as well. After the break, the Crystal Palace match, they will be available to play if I will decide.
With Andre, is he kind of having to go through a mini pre-season to get him up to speed?
Yes, of course he needs, but in the same time he needs to play as well. Some minutes, of course, we try to do something the next break to help not just him, to help Mina, to help James McCarthy as well, possible Coleman as well during the next week. Possible we'll do something to give some minutes to them in the different way as well, to put them ready to be able to play if I decide next week.
What did you learn about your squad in midweek?
Okay, it was tough for us. Disappointing result for us. Of course, we had since the first day. I spoke with you and with our players, and I know all of us we know how it's important for us. And of course, when we didn't achieve the result we want to go through in the competition, of course, is a frustration for all of us, for our fans, for us as a club, of course. What I learned, I think we after the Fulham match, we did well. Our second half was really good. Some of our players, we tried to fresh some positions in our squad to be more fresh to the match as well. Some of them they did a fantastic job. Some of them don't stay in the best condition as well. Change, and we expect different in the match. Of course, the match went to penalties, and in penalties sometimes everything can happen. Of course, in that moment they show more competence than us.
Obviously, I get that a manager has to give the opportunity to those players who haven't had so much game time at some point, and you have to see what they can do. On the flip side of that, fans look at 7 changes and can be critical. How do you answer those kind of criticisms when, particularly the frustration of the fans goes back to 1995 and the last time that Everton won a trophy?
Okay, 100% with them in this frustration. I saw how our dressing room was in that moment. All of us, like we were in that moment as well, because it's a goal for us, and it's not a matter of if the coach make or not changes. Because at the end, I try to keep some consistency in our back line. That moment, I can to speak open about the situation. Of course, after with Leighton as well, he's a player. Can play in our starting 11 or not, because it's a very good solution for us as well. Of course, Lucas is doing very well. And after, if you see all the others play with international players, Schenk is normal player, it's our starting 11 as well. Morgan, in this moment with the injury of Andre and James, we have just Morgan, Gana and Tom to play in that 2 positions. We play with Morgan and Tom. And to be fair, the 3 positions we changed clear was the 3 players behind the striker. Okay, the 2 wingers, they were the best players in the pitch in the last Tuesday. Lookman and Bernard, they play well. They show in the pitch what they are doing every day in the training session as well. For me, I understand. My frustration is big. I'm an Everton manager. If something I want really to give for our fans, not just victories. Okay, I know what they expect to go through in the competitions, to try to fight for some titles as well. And when I prepare something, is to win and to go through. Is what in my mind is not just to give some options for this player to play or to see them in game. I know that in that moment it's competition, and I want to win that match. And when I take some decisions like don't play Gylfi, because Gylfi is playing all the time 90 minutes, when it goes to the national team, play every time 90 minutes as well, and we have to take care with some of them.
As you mentioned, Lookman and Bernard as well. Are they giving you a decision to make this weekend in terms of their inclusion and possibility of starting this weekend?
It's possible. Like I told you, they are working really hard. Okay, the competition is hard for that two positions. When you are speaking about Richardson and Theo, they are doing very good job as well. And after you have Bernard and Lookman, they are different profile of players as well. But they are ready. If I take the decision, they are ready to play and to help the team. I'm sure about that.
Do you feel you need further options as well, Marco, looking ahead to January and the opening of the transfer window?
It's too early. And I will tell you why it's too early. Until this moment, even if I don't have time to work with all of our players, with some of them, they didn't work really with the squad. They didn't even have 1 minute in the competition with our blue shirt in his body. I think we have enough time to talk about the situation. My focus is just in our squad. We have many things to improve, but we have quality inside to improve if we have all of them in a good conditions and ready to play as well. And it's just my focus is in our squad, in our players. Of course, the club is always working with me behind the scenes as well, but my focus is clear in our squad.
With Gylfi, 2 goals against Fulham last week, how would you sum up his contribution to the season so far?
Very good. Really, believe me, it's not just what he's doing on the pitch. Of course, in some games he performed really well, like our second half. In the others, not so well, like the team that can happen with all the players. But he's trying every time. This is the truth. He's a very good example we have in our dressing room. Like a professional, not just his quality as a player, but like a professional. Like he comes here every day to work hard, to improve. He's a winner. He likes to win. He likes to work hard to achieve something important to him. He doesn't wait the things come to him. He likes to find the right moments to improve in his football and his behave and his playing on the pitch as well. And after the good things come to him. I told you, and I told him as well after the match, the football in that day was fair with him. It was fair with our squad because what we did, we deserved the win, but it was fair with him because after he missed the penalty, like he keep working hard, keep trying to find the moments to help the team, and after he scored two very good goals, was important to the team, was important to him, but I think what he achieved in that moment is because he's working hard to achieve.
What would you say about Tom Davies, who's on the 2018 Golden Boy Award shortlist? Yeah, it seems that some of the fans are still to be convinced as to his true value to the club.
I understand. It's up to us to help Tom to convince First, he has to convince myself to be ready to play and to convince our fans. But first, it's important he convince himself about his value and to keep working in the way he's working. Of course, he's a young player, and he started really young play in our club and did well the first season, or really well the first season. The last season wasn't the best to him, of course. He's playing now, he's winning some confidence. He's a player needs support to play in this level, and we are here to support him, to show him what is the way. He's a player, I believe. Okay, he's a player in our academy. He's one player to working hard to like the others to achieve what he wants in his career, and we are here to support him. Of course, it's important. This news came about the Golden Boy, but I think it's not the most important thing to him. I think it's not really something important in his mind. What I saw in him until now, a focused boy, working to achieve what he wants, love the club, and he's working hard to play in our team.
He's a player whose confidence is being rebuilt at the moment. Is that what you're saying?
It's something I'm supporting. I'm supporting him, like all of us. I know our fans, they expect big things about him, and it's important because he's playing in a big club, and it's normal these expectations on him, and we are here to support him.
What do you expect? What kind of a test do you expect against Leicester? Obviously won 4 of 7 in the Premier League this season.
Tough game for sure. It's always tough to play there. Good side, good players, fast players in the attack line as well. It's a strong team. They solve many games in the set pieces as well, offensive set pieces. A good example, the last game they won the game with the 2 corners. They won 1 penalty in one, and the other they scored in the second. They are strong in that moment. We already analyzed them. We know where they are strong, but we know some things we can win some advantage as well. We prepare well the game. Will be tough, but we'll go there to play to win the match.
And was James Maddison ever someone that you looked at? 3 goals in 7 appearances in the Premier League, and he was linked with Everton throughout the summer. Was that ever a possibility?
Okay, it's new for me about this situation. What I can tell you about him: good player, good quality as well. When Leicester spent the money they spent on him, he's proving his quality as well.
Just one final thought on Nikola Vlasic, obviously on loan at CSKA, their player of the month, scored a goal in the Champions League that was the winner in midweek as well against Madrid. Would there be a way back for him here at Everton?
Of course it's possible. Me and him, when we spoke about the situation, when we agree and we took one decision, of course he's a boy who wants to play every time. He knows, and I know in that moment there will be the possibility to play every time, to grow and to come strong when he need to come back to our club, is what we spoke. And he's playing well. Of course you are follow him and we'll take the decision, of course. But he's our player, and it's important for us. He's playing well to come back stronger for our club.
Marco, you're 4 months in by my reckoning. Can you just give us a sense of your, I guess, frustration that you've still not had the full squad to work with, as you mentioned already? How frustrating has this opening 4 months period been for you?
No. These 4 months, for me, of course, we want to win always. We want to go through in all the competitions. For me, it's a pleasure, it's a proud to work every time here. I cannot tell you about the frustration, nothing that. Of course, I want to be, like all the coaches, all the players, available to work with them since the first day if you can. Of course, we know it didn't happen until now. We did very, very good job, and I will repeat again, like I told you, I repeat again, in the market, but we just finish and achieve something the last day of the market. With some of them, they come with small problems. Now, looks everything goes in a normal way. I hope after the next break, all of them, they will be available, will be strong in that moment for sure. But you are working hard. Okay, some things to solve, like some red cards or some injury as well, but it's part of my job. I'm here to find solutions, not to speak every time about one player I miss or the other player I miss. I have to be fair with all of them. When I don't have one player like Mina or one player like Andre or one player like Jagielka when he was banned or wherever, I have to find the solutions. It's my job. I'm here to find the solutions for our club and the best solutions. But of course, when you are with all of them available, when they start to work hard to achieve what we want, we'll be stronger. And of course, if I can decide what will be our first starting 11 with all of the solutions on the table, we'll be stronger. And we will show that for sure in the future.
And when they are all available for selection, what are they capable of, this squad this season?
Okay, we have to, and we have even with problems or not, we have big ambition behind us. When you work here, we have to put all this ambition behind you. You know what we want. I already told you want to do better than what we did last season as well. Our goal is clear, but not just. I not talk about just the table. We have to develop our players. We have many things to do here. When you talk about some players to go to the national teams, to return for his national teams, means you are doing good. When you sign players with this capacity, when you work with them here, shows what we are doing as well here. And for sure our future will be very, very good, but you have to do in the present as well.
And how big a challenge is it? Because you've got all the nationalities, all the cultures, all the different languages. I would have thought, from your point of view, it must be a really big challenge to juggle all those different personalities.
Big challenge. Not just that. I don't know if you are aware. Maybe the last 2 games we have played with the youngest team in Premier League. Is one more thing as well. And in some moments show us how our consistency is not regular until now. You have fantastic moments, and sometimes you come down and you go again up. We have to be more consistent in our games. We be more mature in some moments as well. Of course, with the games, with the better knowledge about what we want in our squad, we'll achieve that for sure. But it's something with the time we'll achieve. But it's something I want to achieve as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you.